Well, ladies and gentlemen, g'day. The update is amongst us. The December update is amongst us, which means that our favourite Tier 10 tanks have all been rebalanced. But it also means that this tank right here, the Kampfpanzer 70, is finally in its rightful place at Tier 10. But this is for another day. This is for another day. Okay? We're gonna review this tank another time. Today, we're going to be talking about the brand new tech tree line, which of course is the Hybrid Nation tech tree. Starting from the AC Wedge, the AC Highlander, the AC Ocelot, I'm going to say it's Ocelot, the AC Rebelled, I don't know, and the AC Tailgate, I believe is the correct way to say it, the AC Tailgate, and the AC Celano and the AC Atlas. So, the Atlas is obviously the Tier 10. As you can see, it is the new tech tree Tier 10 for the Hybrid Nation tank, the Hybrid Nation tech tree. I think it looks cool. I think it looks awesome. The design of it looks pretty damn good. It's unique in its own sense, in its own right. It's got different elements of tanks that we know and love, like, for example, the Type 63 or Type 67, depends on what you look at it. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool. It looks really cool. And it's a Tier 10 tank. So, it's got 2400 DPM. Sorry, I should probably reiterate. It's got 2400 hit points. 360 millimeters on the front of the turret, but as you can see, it's quite flat, so you can technically be penned pretty easily. You got 190 mils on the front of the turret. It's quite well angled, so you can be troll at times, which is pretty good. In terms of the DPM, you have about 2263 DPM. Now, do keep in mind, you do have a choice of two guns. So your first gun is obviously this one, which is the 130mm AC-10. You've got a 5.4 second aim time, 0.364 dispersion, 2,263 DPM, 12.73 second is your reloads. You got 255 mils of AP pen, APCR is 337 and 67 on your HE. 480 is your hit points of damage per shot, and 600 on your HE. You have 8 degrees of gun depression with 16 degrees of gun elevation on that one gun. So the next one is the 130mm V2, which is of course the auto-loading gun with, of course, the burst shot. Now this is a bit different. You have a 4.6 second aim time, which is great compared to the other gun. 0.364 dispersion. 2,583 DPM, which is a bit more than the other gun. You have a 12.73 second magazine reload for the whole clip to reload. You have 3 shots in your magazine, and for each of those shots, you shoot 2 shells as well. So all up, yeah, you've got about 6 shells in total. So do keep that in mind. I want to reiterate again, you have 6 shells in total, so again, do keep that in mind. Now, in terms of the, what do we got here? Does it have the interclip reload? Yes, it does, the 3 seconds. It's got 3 seconds per shot that you shoot. Anyway, my point is, it is a auto reload. It's an auto loading gun that has a burst fire option as well, so it's a little bit of a unique option there. You have 255 mils of AP pen, APCR is 337 and 67 on your HE, so quite similar stats to the other tank, the other gun, I should probably say. Now, in terms of the alpha damage per shot, you're doing 120 per shot, but it means overall you're going to be doing a lot more damage than you would on your standard rounds, so just keep that in mind. And you have 8 degrees of gun depression as well. Now, in terms of mobility, you have a top speed of 38 kilometers per hour and a reverse speed of 14 kilometers per hour. So overall, the tank is really, really nice. I'm going to showcase a replay here that was sent to me by one of my mates that said, hey, do you want the replay? I said, yeah, sure, send it over. It's actually the first game he's ever had in the tank. Surprise, surprise. And he does really, really well. So we're going to go through it and sort of break down what happens in the replay and showcase just how good the tank is. I haven't actually played the tank now that it's released, but I did test the tank, so I have a very good idea of how it plays. So here is a Broken Pookie playing in his AC Atlas, of course, on the Faust map. Now, this map is synonymous for heavy tanks, especially going towards the C and D cap. You will alternatively see some tanks go towards the A and, of course, the B cap areas, but mainly the heavy tanks would go towards the C and D caps. And he's going to use, I'm going to assume he's going to use his full... his full depression, so that's pretty good. We're going to stop it there for a second. So, notice how that Conqueror player said Kampfpanzer 70 at T10. Lol. Yeah, it's going to be weird seeing the Kampfpanzer 70 at T10, isn't it? I just thought it was an interesting thing to say. Let's continue on with the replay. So, what's there to say about the AC Atlas? Well, for starters, again, it's a brand new tank with a brand new mechanism and a brand new tech tree, basically. So, it's basically going to be interesting to see how people perform. Now, he managed to shoot, I believe he managed to pen 2 shots there, which is, fair enough. But again, you're not going to pen everything in the world. You would rather have this tank up close and personal than trying to fire at a distance, because the likelihood of being able to penetrate... Oh, he managed to get 3 shots there. So it looks like he can actually fire 3 shots instead of the 2. Yeah, there you go. You can actually fire 3 instead of 2 shots per clip. So it's actually 3 shots per shot, not two, because you only have 2 shells in the clip. So that's a very important thing right there to mention. Now, but you can see you're able to do quite a bit of damage all in one go. And he's already up to 1,600 damage with 1 kill. He's decidedly killed the T110E5. And the T110E5 only managed to bounce 1 shot off him. So not sure what happened there. He does take a shot from the side. But again, up close and personal, with this tank, it is going to be dangerous. It is a dangerous tank. Not sure what this IS-4 is doing, just literally standing there, but there you go. Switches to the APCR, which is a smart move, because your penetration on this thing is good, but it's not incredible or anything to cry home about. But again, if you're using the single shot gun, obviously firing from a distance is going to be fine. But if you're using the gun which our protagonist here is using, which of course is the burst damage gun, then you are you'd much rather or much preferably use this in a, Yeah, see, also, can I just mention, he managed to penetrate him pretty easily. Now, the Conqueror has an amazing gun, by the way. That gun is sublime. Simply sublime. He's up to 3,000 damage, by the way. The gun is sublime on the Conqueror. But he's able to penetrate, even with all that armor that the tank has, he's able to penetrate pretty easily. So he's got to be careful. In an up-close situation, again, the Atlas can do fantastic in terms of his burst damage output. At a distance, the gun is not that good. You're not going to be able to hit every single one of your shots, so do keep that in mind. In terms of your armor profile, it can work. He does shoot the HE there. Unfortunately, the Bachathion has, has Spore Liner, which means he's going to be unable to do the maximum amount of HE damage because, Spore Liner is broken. That's why. The Bachathion is killed by the IS-4. But again, so you can see the traverse on this thing is, it's not bad. The mobility is not half decent at all compared to other heavy tanks and its T. But again, the burst damage realistically only works well when it's put in a situation in close combat. So as you can see here, he's able to actually aim in all of his shots pretty damn well. So right there, he's done 4,400 alpha damage, and he's killed 1 tank. He's going to try and get a last bit amount of damage into the enemy AC Atlas. So let's see what happens here. He fires the first 3 shells, and then he's going to be able to fire the last 3 and kills him. There you go, 4,900 damage. Pretty damn easily right there. And of course, the enemy tanks made it a bit easier for him because, they were pressing pretty hard and he was pushing a bit hard too. He lost quite a bit of hit points. He bled a bit of hit points too, but again, a win is a win. And it showcased to you, even though that was a short battle, it was an ace mastery, he showcased pretty damn easily and pretty quickly just how good this tank can be in a close quarters combat. When you have this tank up close and personal to the enemy tanks and you're able to hit all 3 of those shots every single time you fire and you shoot, then it makes a world of difference. But if you're firing, only, and you're managing to only pen only 1 of those 3 shots, then you're not going to do a lot of damage. And that's the balancing factor, right? You can have the single shot if you want to and do 1 big burst of damage, a big amount of damage with one shot, or you can have the burst gun and go up close and personal and actually do quite a bit more damage with those burst shells. So if you manage to pen all 3 of your shots with the first shell, you should be able to do around about 350 to 340 alpha damage all up. Now, times that by 2, and you got yourself a nice bit of damage right there. So yeah, it can be very, very effective. And I quite like the tank. I think it's pretty damn good. And honestly, it's nice to see that Wargaming are introducing tanks that we actually will enjoy and enjoy playing in total. So it's good to see. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the new AC Atlas and what you think of the line in general. And let me know in the comments down below what you think of having the Kampfpanzer 70 at tier 10. Anyways, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye.